Good afternoon, everyone. So, in the last lecture we completed almost history of repertory. Today we, in short, revise the history and evolution of repertory because this is, as I told you, this is important question which was asked in previous years for 5 marks, 10 marks, 20 marks, in 2 marks also. The questions on history and evolution, it was asked in the exams just completed, finished. In these exams, in that exam also, the question for 20 mark is on history of repertory, which repertories are at different eras. So in short, we will revise once again. So history and evolution of repertory. After the discovery of, am I audible? Am I audible properly?
Ma'am.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So after the discovery of law of similars, that is with cinchona bark experiment, Dr. Hahnemann started proving of different drugs on him and also on different healthy human beings, reproving of the existing drugs to get the fuller account of positive effect of drugs. Because of such provings and reprovings, he collected a large number of symptoms in every drug. All these symptoms he collected in book like Materia Medica Pura and Chronic Diseases. So, as many drugs are proved every day, so the symptoms of these drugs they are written in two books, that is Materia Medica Pura and Chronic Diseases. During Dr. Hahnemann's time, approximately 100 drugs were proved as remedies, and provings multiplied. It became a problem to keep a track of all the symptoms, and Master Hahnemann himself consciously felt the need for indexing of this growing pool of information. Hahnemann realized the limitations of human mind to remember all the symptoms and felt the need for an aid to retrieve the facts. He demonstrated the procedure by working on cases in Materia Medica Pura, which gave some idea about its concept on which repertorization stands today. He wrote in Materia Medica Pura that for the convenience of treatment, we require to write down all remedies producing a symptom along with the circumstances under which they occur, expressing the remedies in short with few letters, and proceed in same way with all other symptoms. As this was previously we discussed about all these things, so I am reading these slides. If anyone is having any query, please ask me in between. Okay, from the list thus prepared, we shall be able to perceive the remedy sought for, which covers homeopathically most of the symptoms, especially characteristic totality, and thus was born the concept of repertory and repertorization. So, how the repertory was born, how the concept of repertorization that came in Dr. Hahnemann's mind, this was given in the evolution of repertory. Now, history of repertory, how the repertories are developed. Dr. Hahnemann's and early repertories. In 1805, his book, that is Fragmenta de Viribus Medicamentorum Positivis, Sive in Sano Corpor Humano Observatis. So this is the name of his book. The first Materia Medica by Hahnemann contained the proving information of remedies in the first part. Which is having 269 pages and 470 pages repertory alphabetically arranged in the second part, and remedies were graded in single grade, means only in the same letters or same typography the remedies are given. So in this way, the first Materia Medica, which contain about 27 remedies in first part and 47 pages of repertory, in which alphabetically arranged rubrics we found, and all the remedies which are graded in single grade. And the name of this book is Fragmenta de Viribus Medicamentorum Positivis. Only Sive in Sano Corpor Humano Observatis. Only this much, if you remember, Fragmenta de Viribus Medicamentorum Positivis. This is only you remember. Here, number of symptoms found improving on healthy subjects under each drug. So, under each drug, after proving on healthy person which symptoms we found, that was given. Second edition of this repertory prepared by adding other drugs, of which the original is in the possession of Dr. Richard Hell, Stuttgart. In 1834, Dr. Frederick Foster Harvey Quinn edited the first part of the book and republished in Latin. In the preface of this repertory, Dr. Hahnemann writes, "Nobody known better than I do how imperfect and insufficient it all is." As Dr. Hahnemann, he was not satisfied with his repertory, with his index of symptoms which he was written, as he think that it was insufficient, it was imperfect, and also at that time his publisher, he was uh, not able to publish his repertory. So these are both the reasons that repertory or that index of symptoms which was written by Dr. Hahnemann, it remained unpublished. In it shows his diligence, extensive observation. This work was the forerunner of his Materia Medica Pura. This two-volume gives us for the first time an insight into its concepts. How he want to write down the repertory or the symptom of index. So this we get what is the concept in his mind by referring his repertory. Then which remedies he added in his repertory or in his index of symptoms. He added 27 remedies in the first part Materia Medica, and the list of these remedies are given, that is aconite, acris tincture, arnica montana, belladonna, camphora, cantheris, capsicum, chamomilla, cinchona, mesotherium, In this way, up to Haratram album, he added about 27 remedies in this book. Hahnemann himself had written a repertory in 4 volumes of about 4,239 pages with slits to hold little square papers, of which he had cut off the corners so as to slip them into the slits and be able to change them at need. He was the first man to compile a repertory of some of the leading symptoms, and this was printed in Latin in 1817. So it was printed in Latin, but unfortunately he could not publish it due to two reasons. That is, he himself found that the work was imperfect. Secondly, Hahnemann's publisher, Mr. Arnold, was not in position to publish it. As I told earlier, that these two reasons are behind the repertory remain unpublished. So he himself thinks that this was the imperfect work, incomplete work, and as his publisher was not in position to publish it. But it was printed in Latin in about 1817. In between, Dr. Hahnemann's pupil, Dr. Gross, compiled 2 volumes of repertory but not appeared in print. In 1828, a student of Hahnemann, Carl George Hartlaw, produced systematic description of the pure effect of remedies in 538 pages in 6 parts from Leipzig, but the profession did not know the work as Hahnemann was not satisfied with it. So Dr. Gross, he compiled a repertory in 2 volumes. Then his one of student in 1828, the name of his student was Carl George Hartlaw. He produced systemic description of the pure effect of remedies, which is in 538 pages and in 6 parts. But Hahnemann was not satisfied with this work. In about 1829, he assigned Dr. E. F. Ruckert to arrange a repertory. So Dr. Hahnemann in 1829, one of his student, Dr. Ruckert, he assigned him to arrange a repertory of the remedies which later on formed the first part of chronic diseases, on which Ruckert worked for about 8 years. So after working for about 8 years, Dr. Ruckert, he completed the first part of the repertory, and afterwards, he completed the half part, and afterwards it was formed as the first part of chronic diseases. His work being constantly checked by Hahnemann, but this work remained limited to manuscript form, which is preserved in the archives at Hales Museum in Robert Bosch Hospital at Stuttgart in Germany. So, as Dr. Ruckert, he was doing work, Dr. Hahnemann, he was also observing, he was also checking what he was doing, and he was also not that much satisfied with Dr. Ruckert Rupert's work also, and so that that work which was completed by Rupert, it was formed some work. It was formed the first part of chronic disease, and the work it remained limited to manuscript form. It was also not yet published. It is a large volume in which he pasted symptoms which were obviously cut from his handwritten Materia Medica. In 1830, Dr. Weber in German made his repertory named as Systematic Darstellung der Antipsoric Arzneimittel, consisting of 536 pages with a repertory of deterioration and amelioration in health, ranging from head to toe and ending in sleep and mental symptoms. So one after other, Dr. Hahnemann's students, they try to make a proper index of symptoms as expected by Dr. Hahnemann, but they get failure in their work. Dr. Hahnemann was not satisfied with anyone's efforts or anyone's corrected work. Hahnemann during this period ignored several correspondences with Dr. Jar regarding the synthesis of repertory. But at that time, Jar was preparing for his final medical examination, so he could not afford much time for this work. Finally, he published it in 1835 in German, consisting of 3 volumes. Each volume consists of 1052, 1254, and 200 pages respectively. So, after completing his final medical examination, Dr. Dr. Jar completed his work and published in 3 volumes in German language, and each volume is having a large number of medicines rubrics. In first volume, about 1052 pages are there. In second volume, 1254 pages, and in third volume, 200 pages are there in his repertory. But Dr. Hahnemann did not approve Dr. Jar's work, as he felt that his word was not exact. These again remained in manuscript form, and Jar's repertory underwent many editions. So when Dr. Hahnemann he go through the work of Dr. Jar, he was also not satisfied with Jar's work also, because he felt that it was incomplete. It was not the arrangement of rubrics, the arrangement of words, proper words in repertory for symptoms. It was not proper or not exact, and so Dr. Hahnemann, he was not satisfied with Jar's work, and it also remained in manuscript form. In 1847, the second edition, enriched by P. F. Curie, was published. In 1851, fourth edition is published, in which adopted Bonimusen's evaluation method. In 1953, it was translated and published by Hempel, preface of which was written by Constantine Hering. In 1959, the repertory contained additions from Possart's work and was further revised and enlarged by Hempel. This revised edition was considered the fifth edition. The third volume of Jar's work formed the repertory, whereas the other two volumes were Materia Medica. This repertory was improved with successive editions, which made some doctors believe it to the precursor of Kent's repertory. In 1830, Dr. Boning Hussain he came in contact with Dr. Hahnemann and developed close relation with Dr. Hahnemann. As we discussed that all students of Dr. Hahnemann, they try to complete the incomplete work of Dr. Hahnemann, the work on which Dr. Hahnemann was not satisfied, which was written by himself. All his students, they try to complete or they try to arrange all his work properly, but they felt they all became unsuccessful in their efforts. And as Dr. Boning Hussain came in contact with Dr. Hahnemann in 1830, then according to Dr. Hahnemann's instruction, he started to write down his own index of symptoms, and then finally in 1832 he completed his index of symptom, and it was named as Repertory of Antisoric Medicine, and it was first repertory which was published. So Dr. Boning Hussain was called as father of repertory. So after the unsuccessful efforts of Dr. Gross, Hartlock, Rupert, Weber and Jar, Dr. Boning Hussain, the most intimate disciple of Hahnemann, made a serious attempt in his direction. Under Hahnemann's instruction and published his first repertory, that is Repertory of Antisoric Medicines in 1832, which became the progenitor of all the latter repertories. 1832 Repertory of Antisoric Medicines by Dr. Boning Hussain. 1833 First Alphabetical Pocket Repertory by Glaser. 1833 Repertory of Purely Pathogenetic Effects by Weber. 1835 Repertory of Non-Antisoric Medicine by Boning Hussain. 1835 Symptom Repertory by Dr. Jar in 3 volume. 1836 An attempt at showing the relative kinship of homeopathic medicines by Dr. Boning Hussain. 1837 A repertory by Ruoff. 1838 A repertory published in All Town Academy by C. Herring. 1840 A repertory of nosology by Ruoff. 1843 A homeopathic repertory of symptomatology by Lafitte. Then 1846 Boning Hussein's therapeutic pocket book. 1847, Honing Hussein's repertory by Hempel. 1848, Systematic Alphabetical Repertory by Clover Muller. 1849, Repertory by Muir. 1851, an alphabetical repertory by Bryant. 1853, a repertory of characteristics homeopathic remedies by Kozer. Then 1854, a repertory of comparative materia medica, USA by Dr. Lippe. 1859, repertory by English homeopaths Drysdale, Dudgeon, Atkins, and Stokes. 1874, Granier of Nimes Homeo Lexicon in 2 volumes. 1879, Repertory of the more characteristic symptoms of the materia medica by Constantine Lippe and symptoms registered by E.F. Allen. In 1881, Analytical Repertory by Herring. 1890, The Repertory of Concordances in 6 volumes. 1896, The Repertory of Herring's Guiding Symptoms by Ney. 1897, Kent's Repertory of Homeopathic Materia Medica. So these all are repertories during Hahnemannian era or during the time of Dr. Hahnemann. Then as well as during the time of Dr. Kent. Then post-Kentian repertories means after the Kent publication of the Kent repertory in 19 which repertories get published. So in 1904, a clinical repertory by Clark. In 1905, Honing-Hussein's characteristics and repertory. 1915, Bogus Nocticki. 1924, Boger card repertory. 1927, clinical repertory by Bori. 1931, Times of Remedies and Moon Phases by Boger. 1837, Sensation as if by Roberts. 1963, Concise Repertory of Homeopathic Medicine by S.R. Phatak. Then 1973, Synthetic Repertory by Dr. Barthel and Klunker. 1990, Kent's Repertorium Generale by Kunzli Jost. In 1993, Synthesis by Dr. Frederick Stroyens. 1994, Homeopathic Medical Repertory by Dr. Robin Murphy. These are very much important repertories or years and the name of repertories which published in which era and in which year. In 1996, Complete Repertory by Dr. Roger von Zandvoort. In 1999, Phonics Repertory by Dr. J.P.S. Bakshi. In 2003, Repertorium Universale by Dr. Frederick Stroyens. Then the regional repertories. When and which regional repertories are published in which year? So what is regional repertory? The repertory based on one particular region or one particular system, one particular part. So these are the repertories. 1869 Bell's Diarrhea, 1873 Repertory of Eyes by Berridge, 1873 again Desires and Aversions by Guernsey, 1879 Repertory of Fever by H.C. Allen, 1879 Repertory of Foot Sweat by O.M. Drake, 1880 Repertory of Modalities by Worcester, 1880 Repertory of Hemorrhoids by Guernsey, 1880 Repertory of Respiratory Organs by Lutz, 1882 Repertory of Intermittent Fever by W.A. Allen, 1883 Repertory of Sensation as if by Holcomb, 1883 Uterine Therapeutic by Henry Minton, 1884 Repertory of Cough and Expectoration by Lee and Clark, 1892 Repertory of Digestive System by Arkell McMichael, 1894 Repertory of Rheumatism by Perkins, 1894 Repertory of Therapeutics of Respiratory System by Van Denberg, 1894 Repertory of Rheumatism by Pulford, 1894 Repertory of Eczema by C.F. Mills Cook, 1894 Repertory of Headache by Nair, 1894 Repertory of Appendicitis by Engling, 1894 Repertory of Labor by Engling, 1896 Repertory of Neuralgias by Lutz, 1899 Repertory of Urinary Organs by A.R. Morgan, 1906 Repertory of P.F. Curie, then 1906 Repertory of Raw's Special Pathology, 1906 Repertory of Respiratory Diseases by Nash, 1906 Repertory of Mastitis by W.J. Guernsey, 1906 Repertory of Throat by W.J. Guernsey. In this way, these are the examples of regional repertories and their publication with their publication years. Then history of card repertories. There are many card repertories which were present, and how and when they were published. One by one we discuss about that. In 1989, William Jefferson Guernsey's Bonnie Hussein Sleeps. 1912, Dr. Margaret Taylor prepared punched card repertory but not published. 1913, Welch and Houston loose punched card repertory. 1922, R. Fields Symptom Index. 1924 bogus card repertory. 1940 Acutance card repertory. Then 1948 Dr. Marcos Jimenez card repertory. 1948 George Brosalian's card repertory. 1950 Dr. J.G. West and Dr. R.H. Farley punch spindle card repertory. In 1955 Dr. P. Shankaran's card repertory. In 1959 Jugal Kishore's card repertory. In 1979 S.S. Adi's card repertory. 1981 Dr. B.S. Hattad's card repertory. 1984, Dr. Mohan Sharma's car driving. Then Dr. A.